This is your last chance. Bitcoin has literally created the next bottom in the market right now, and we are about to be breaking outside of this major consolidation phase, which is going to be bringing Bitcoin towards a target that you will get shocked from. So on today's update video, I want to talk about why this Bitcoin bottom is right now clearly in right here. We're still in the middle of this big consolidation phase, but the black swan event that so many people have talked about is already priced in here. So on today's update video, I want to be talking about the next breakout of this range here. I want to talk about why this breakout is going to be happening so much faster than most people are expecting. And yes, on this next breakout, we are having some insane targets in mind here where I want to be talking very quickly about, because it's not only about Bitcoin, it is also clearly about ETH and about why ETH is going to be having this next major rally towards the upside. And honestly, so many people are ignoring the noise of ETH right now, and I want to be breaking it down here. So a lot to discuss on today's update video. Don't forget to once again slap on that like button back above 1,000 likes. It will be highly appreciated. And let me jump straight away in towards the Bitcoin price action. So we have been consolidating for over 42 days right now in this pattern, right? Bitcoin has been bouncing from the highs and lows, and actually ever since we touched the high over here last time around, we of course did saw a major dump towards the downside due to the fact that we had this war ongoing in the Middle East, of course. But actually, if we're looking at the markets from Iran, from Israel, or from the United States of America, it looks to be that it is already clearly priced in here and that the markets have not seen a major dip whatsoever. So that is actually very interesting to be seeing. And now Bitcoin is starting to respond to that as well. We created, of course, a lower low on the price action on the 4-hourly time frame, while at the same time, we created a clear higher low on the RSI, meaning we're right now creating a bullish divergence on that 4-hourly time frame, which historically also corresponds with bottoms in the market. And actually, if you're just looking at Bitcoin, you can clearly see we're creating a downward sloping top side of resistance, an upper sloping support line on the lower side here. And basically what I'm looking at is this horizontal trend here of an higher low on the lower side, a higher low on the lower side, and then of course that lower high on the top side and another lower high on the top side. And really, whenever Bitcoin is going to be breaking outside of this consolidation phase, so whenever Bitcoin is going to be breaking above either the resistance over here or the support on the lower side, that is where the next major move is going to come here. That is where we have been waiting for this long time right here in the market. I mean, it has been very boring because also for the last 7 days or so right now, we have been trading in this very small range right here. But as soon as we're going to be flipping the resistance on the top side or vice versa as support, then we're going to be looking, of course, at that next major breakout for Bitcoin. And yes, I believe it's going to come much sooner than most people are expecting. I mean, first of all, we are already seeing that this chart right now on Bitcoin is looking very bullish, because what we're seeing right here is we created, of course, from this low right here in the market, a high, then we created a lower low, and now once again we're creating a higher low. So if you're just purely looking at this, you can clearly see that Bitcoin is gathering strength right now here, and on this next push above this resistance, because this is clearly the resistance that we've identified, we're going to be seeing that next move towards the upside. And whenever we are going to be seeing that exact breakout above the range high here, so above the downward sloping trend line or above this level I've discussed earlier, there is where we're going to be seeing that big push towards the upside to continue higher. And obviously, if we're just looking at the daily time frame, we can see that Bitcoin is right now creating a consolidation pattern. We're creating a higher low structure, lower high over here. And yes, this is getting created after a major rally towards the upside. And for the ones that don't understand these patterns, for the ones that don't have been in the market involved for so long, but this is a typical bullish bias continuation pattern. And together with the M2 money supply, the consensus is that we're going to be seeing a big continuation towards the upside, since the global money supply is also moving towards the upside. But make sure to stick in the video, because in a second from now on, I'm going to be talking about ETH and about this major divergence we're creating. But first of all, guys, if you are interested in trading, don't forget to check out BTTC in the link description of today's video, because if you sign up an account using the highest link below, guys, you will get a 10% cashback on your first deposit on the exchange here. So let's say you deposit $10,000, you get a free $1,000 US as your first deposit. So make sure to check it out in the link description of today's video. It is extremely valuable, and I don't want you to be missing out on this big deposit bonus that is currently getting run here on BTTC here. So don't forget to check it out on the first link description of today's video. Further on, Bitcoin is bouncing from major support, and of course I want to be actually talk about something even bigger, not these major comparisons from Bitcoin to Nvidia, which is also making myself quite bullish, and you can see how big the last run towards the upside usually is here. But where I really want to be talking about is this major divergence between the Coinbase price and the Ethereum price, because they have been moving very similarly towards each other, but now it is Coinbase that is actually exploding towards the upside and ETH that is lagging behind here. So there's somewhat of a divergence playing out right now, and at the same time we are seeing that, of course, the transaction count on ETH is rapidly increasing. We're seeing the network getting used way more. There's way higher activity, and also the value secured, so the total amount of stablecoins on the network, are also rapidly increasing. So the ETH ecosystem is still growing, and of course we do know that the US Senate has already voted to pass the stablecoin bill, and this is going to be basically make the United States of America country and the global hub of stablecoins. And where are these stablecoins going to be built on? It's going to be built on ETH. And that is why I think it's very stupid to right now bet against ETH here. I mean, indeed, the price action has been very boring. Indeed, it has also been over here, but that was also where I was talking very highly about ETH. I really think we're going to get a very similar gold-like candle. I have major trades opened up, and I am betting heavily on a $4,000 Ethereum, and that is of course going to be a massive trade here. And if you're just also looking at all the previous cycles, it has always been ETH that only topped out at that very last part of the cycle. So this is honestly really one of the worst timings to be fading ETH right here. And yes, that is why I will be closely paying attention towards this last phase of the cycle once again here, because this is always where the biggest gains are realized. So honestly, it is very stupid to ignore it, and we're seeing heavy accumulation still coming in from many other great companies. So yeah, I'm just following the smart money. I think the stablecoin act here will change a lot in the industry, and Ethereum is where stablecoins are built on. And I mean, I won't be surprised if it goes to $4,000. I've been screaming for it, I've been calling for it, and I put my money where my mouth is here. So anyways, this was it from me in today's update video. If you did enjoy it, learn something from this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, stop with that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.